Hey guys, I'm That Real Gamer, and in this video I'll be showing you guys my classes in Black Ops 2 and why I use them. But before I start this video, I'm just gonna tell you guys that I got a new mic. I'm using my Turtle Beaches from my PS3, and my voice no longer sounds high pitched. Yeah. So, as you can see, I have 7 classes. Uh, I have 7 classes because I prestige twice, and I used the prestige token on the two create a class options. So yeah, my first class is my main SMG class. So I have an MSMC. It's a great weapon. It has increased range and reduced recoil. So that's what I really like in a weapon. I may have long barrel on it as one of the attachments, so it increases the damage and the range. And with it, I feel like it even does more than that. My second attachment is the reflex sight, so it increases the accuracy and the range, and I just like it so I could see the enemies clear on the sight. My perks for this class are flak jacket, hardline, toughness, and dexterity. So my perks for the perk 1 tier are hardline and flak jacket. I have 2 of them because I'm using the wild card perk 1 greed, and that lets you have 2 perks on your first tier. So I use hardline because it lets you earn score streaks faster, and when it lets you do that, it makes you rank up fast, and that's why I'm already second prestige. I I'm using flak jacket because there are a lot of um, explosions going off in the game, and it's just really nice to make sure that you don't die as much by explosions. I use toughness because it reduces the flinch. Uh, it reduces your flinch when you're shot. So say if someone's shooting you and um, like they're hitting you at the same time, it reduces like the amount you flinch. So it makes your bullets stay on target, if you want to call it say that. I like dexterity because it lets you mental and climb faster. So you could just be running, and instead of like taking your time going through some sort of door or some sort of window, you can just climb it faster, and uh, it saves you some time. And yeah, but the main reason why I use dexterity is so I could drop shot easier. It lets you aim faster after sprinting, so after you sprint, you could drop shot and go into prone faster. I have a lethal grenade, so say if someone's on a um, objective based area, so like a domination flag or a bomb site, I'll just throw a grenade in there and hopefully I'll get a kill or two. I have shock charges because first they could work like a concussion and check if someone's there, or uh, it could be like a claymore because you could stick them to a wall and like it gets triggered when they walk by it, and it just stuns them, so you could just turn around and shoot them. My second class is almost the same thing. I like to use different weapons so I could rank up faster. But this is my PDW 57. I call it the POW 57 because the D looks a little bit round, but I use it because it has a lot of ammunition, and I use the reflex sight to increase the accuracy and range. But I use the laser sight so I can hip fire and the bullets stay on target. And everything else is the same as my first class. But I'll talk about my third class right now. My Vector K10, I like this weapon. It has an alright amount of recoil, but its bullets and damage are high. I use rapid fire so I can kill them faster. And when you're going through all these bullets, you almost have to have extended clip and fast mag. I like extended mag more because it just gives you those extra bullets instead of running out and making you have to reload. My perks are lightweight, toughness, fast hands, and extreme conditioning. I like to have a combination of lightweight and extreme conditioning because as you're running for a longer duration, you're also running faster. So it really uh, complements each perk. But for the perk 2 tier, I have toughness and fast hands. I use fast hands mostly because I use the equipment faster, so I can recover from a combat axe when I throw it, and recover from a concussion. I use the concussions because I just like to check know if someone's there, and it's just a great way to check. My fourth class is my mid-range class, and I use the AN94. It's a great weapon. It's an all-around weapon, I would say. Uh, all the stats are closely together, and they're pretty high too. I have a foregrip, so it reduces the amount of recoil it has, and a reflex sight, so it increases the accuracy and range. And I don't like the sight on this weapon. I use hardline toughness, as I already told you why I use them. But I use Tactical Mask because it reduces the effects of flashbangs, concussions, and shock charges. And sometimes, if I'm at a longer range than other people and they have a submachine gun, they'll want to throw a concussion at me just because uh, they don't want to like attempt to shoot me, even though they know they'll die. So they throw a concussion at me and they'll run up and kill me. But because I have tactical mask, it will reduce the shock, and I will just be able to kill them. I use a grenade, as I told you, because I like to throw the grenades at objective based areas, and I use 2 shock charges because I haven't yet unlocked the tri-bolt on my crossbow. I use a crossbow because it's almost like 6 extra grenades, but less powerful. But once I unlock the tri-bolt, the crossbow almost works as like 2 grenades in like 1 shot. So this is my long range class. It's a great weapon. It's called the FAL-OSW. It's a semi-automatic assault rifle. It has barely any recoil, and my attachments are select fire and reflex sight. I use select fire so it could become an automatic weapon, and I use this because first it acts like an over not I don't want to say overpowered, but a great weapon at long range, mid range, and short range too. But sometimes you may not win the uh, the close range kills because uh, other people might have an SMG and they'll kill you easily. But still, at long range, it's amazing. Uh, I use hardline toughness, cold blooded, and tactical mask. I already told you why I use the 3 other perks, but I use cold blooded because when I'm at a longer distance, I don't want them to see the red crosshair, and yeah. So here's cold blooded. It makes you so you're resistant to the targeting systems of dual band target finders, sensor grenades, millimeter scanner, and player controlled aircrafts. So no name or red crosshair when targeted. Yeah. So as you saw in my past video when I was talking about my impressions of Black Ops 2, you saw me throw a shock charge and a bouncing Betty, and they're almost as good as a pair as lightweight and extreme conditioning. Like so, you have to put them close together. So when a person walks by the shock charge and the bouncing Betty, the shock charge will go off uh, before the bouncing Betty does, and so when they're shocked, they can't hear anything, so they won't hear the bouncing Betty go off, and they'll die if they don't have flak jacket. So that's why I use flak jacket on some of my classes. My sixth class is my LMG class. This is if I'm playing ground war. So I have a target finder on it because it increases the accuracy and range. And I just like it on LMGs for some reason. I don't know why. And I use foregrip to reduce the recoil, and yeah. My perks are Hardline, Flak Jacket, Toughness, and Tactical Mask. And my lethal is a grenade, and my tactical is a shock charge. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good class setup for an LMG. And yeah, my seventh class is my sniper class. It's a DSR 50 with a ballistic CPU and fast mag. Because I haven't leveled up my DSR on this class yet, I would like to have like what I usually use on the DSR when if I'm in a private match. I like to use the FMJ, which lets you penetrate walls, and it lets you penetrate walls easily, and it increases your damage. An extended clip, which gives you an extra 2 bullets per clip, which actually really helps. My perks are lightweight, toughness, and dexterity. I use lightweight because when you have a DSR, you move so slowly, and if you use lightweight, it almost makes you run faster, as if you have an assault rifle. My perk, my second perk is toughness. I already told you why, and dexterity, and I already told you why I have that. My lethal is a combat axe because at close distance, if the person's not even moving and I don't want to give away my position, I could just throw a combat axe at him and run over the body to collect my combat axe again. And yeah, I like it. It's amazing. What else can I say about the combat axe? I just like it. I use the shock charge because if I'm in a room, I will know if someone's outside. So I'll turn around with my B23R and just no scope him or aim down my sights and kill him with it. So that's basically all what I have to say about my classes in Black Ops 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe to me, like the video, rate the video, and leave a comment. Thanks, and bye guys.